I'll be doing a lot of moving around, people. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? I gotta set up my X. Shit is out, peoples. Where's everybody tuning in from? Where are we tuning in from, people around the globe? Around the globe. Oops, it's saying failed. So give me 1 second. Boston in the building. What's up, Boston? Vernon Mount Money Earning Mount Vernon with a legend from Heavy D. Money Earning Mount Vernon. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Where are we tuning in from before I do that? I need y'all to get these likes up. Let's have fun. Let's have a convo. Not a long drawn out one. It's not the Pixar based brain, okay? Okay, it's not that type of party, okay? He said, no doubt. Money earning Mount Vernon, brother. You already know. Nebraska in the building. What's up? Who we got? Clavis, Boston in the building. Come on, y'all. Let's keep getting these. I'm gonna know. I'll give y'all a shout out where y'all tuning in from, okay? I give y'all a shout out. We got Vegas in the building. Come on, y'all. Where we at? If y'all have X, please share this out on X. Come on, y'all. Don't be afraid. Come on, y'all. Let's go. I see I got 10 people watching so far. So let's go. I need you to send it to a friend and to a friend and to a friend. And then to a friend, and to another friend, and another friend of a friend. Okay? Send it to a friend of a friend. And I'm gonna try to give y'all much as I can, but not everything. But I need y'all to respect my wishes. Let me stop. I'll be clowning, man. But no, please, y'all, share this out. Come on. Okay? Let me send this out to my nephew too. Are y'all sharing it? This is the roll call, y'all. Oh shoot. Come on. I got 13. I got 13 people on YouTube. Please share this out. Share it out. My X is real Sabir Bay. Again, the X is real Sabir Bay. So please share it out. Okay. And some of y'all maybe able to relate to what I'm saying. Seriously. Some of y'all maybe be, relate to what I'm saying to you. Maybe. Again, where are we tuning in from? Y'all need to know. What do you mean by that, Sabir? Give me 1 second. All right. So I need y'all to do me a great big favor, and I need y'all to share this out. In April, if you want to join me, you can join me too. Jackson, Mississippi. What's up? MISSISSIPPI. We got Mississippi in the building. We got Vegas in the building. We got Money Earning Mount Vernon. We got my brother Big Jersey up in the building. What's up, Raleigh, North Carolina? Come on, baby. Where we at? So listen, I need y'all to tell me where y'all tuning in from. Okay? And I need y'all to share this out. So before we start, I'm gonna give a I couldn't be in Philadelphia right now, but you're gonna have to excuse my Philly attitude. You got to excuse my Philly attitude. Shout out to my brother Jamal from Riverside. Let's get these likes. I am definitely on X right now, y'all. I'm just waking up not too long ago. Had to get myself together. I ain't dressed yet, but I had to get my daughter together too. So I'm multitasking. So shout out to everybody who's attending Odunde Street Festival in Philadelphia. I believe it'll be 50 years next year. 50 years of Odunde. So shout out to everybody in Philadelphia. If you see a friend down there, just say, man, Sabir Bey said, what's up from the West Coast, man. Sabir said, what's up from the West Coast. So if you see anybody, if you're at the Doomsday Street Festival, Mount Poconos, what's up? So if y'all in Philadelphia, you may run across Brother Taj Tariq Bey down there. You may run across Abdullah Bey down there. You may run across many, many more. If you're in Philadelphia at the Doomsday Street Festival, please give a shout out to everybody and let them know I'm there in spirit. Shout out to the Fernandez family. Shout out to my brother Teray, my sister Boomy, who actually is in head. She's in charge of the whole Doomsday Street Festival in Philadelphia. If you don't know what a Doomsday Street Festival is, I suggest y'all go Google it. Google Doomsday Street Festival in Philadelphia. I mean, going on for the longest, be 50 years next year. 50 mother freaking years of a Doomsday in my old neighborhood in South Philadelphia. So again, shout out to everybody. If you go, I believe they said Drew Hill will be performing there this year. Yeah, Drew Hill will be coming on, I think, at 7 o'clock. How do I know all this? And I'm in the freaking West Coast. You gotta understand. So shout out to my brother Medib. Shout out to my brother Ajmu from Philadelphia. I love that elder brother. We talked for a minute, and a lot of people say I should do my thesis, which I am, because I got over 20 years in this B, over 20 years. So I'm gonna do my thesis on, I'm just put it together, on the historical Moors, not religious Moors. There was historical Moors. So I will be doing that thesis on it. I got over 20 something years in this, man. Straight up with no fake stuff. And I'm gonna show y'all just a little bit of it this evening. And I'm doing a class on it too. I'm doing a Zoom on the Moriscos. And Medib, I believe brother Medib is going to join me. We might do it before he leaves. But I'm gonna do a class on the Moriscos too, on the Moors and what happened to our people here in the United States. So if you want to join that particular class, yes, you're going to have to pay some fiat currency money, whatever which Moors you want to say, whatever Moor want to say, how you use the terminologies, it will be a fee. And I'm going to see if I can do it before brother Medib leave, because I do know that he wanted to participate in the class. It will only be on Zoom. Only be on Zoom. Okay? Straight up. So we may do it this weekend. I got to see how this is going to work. So it will be on the Moriscos, but I got my Spanish version of this. This is all in Spanish. I bought this in Spain. all Spanish, the whole book. So West Philadelphia, born and raised on a playground where I spent most of my days. No, I was born in South Philadelphia, born and raised. So listen, if you want to join that class, email me. I'm open for a Zoom lecture. If you want to set it up, I'm open for a so-called Juneteenth. So everything that I present to you will be based on facts and research. Ungodly, not social media research. Okay, so let me make this clear too, because I was on Dominique DePrima show, and I want to clear something up. I was on Dominique DePrima show, and I see my brother Q Rainey in the building. What's up? So I need y'all to share this out. You can jump on the feed. So I'm not going to get into all of it. Oh, I'm not going to get into all of it. Trust me, I'm not. But you can set up the classes, or you can join my Zoom when we do the Zoom. Okay? So that's up to y'all. Everything is based on the facts. So I was on Dominique DePrima show on KBLA, and I hope y'all share this to my sister Dominique DePrima. And Brother Medib and I was talking, having a conversation about the dialogue with Dominique DePrima. Now, if I had a whole hour just to actually explain what I need to explain to people, but I do know from doing radio, I've been in radio for a long time, that there's a time limit in radio. But if a person know how to interview an individual, even real soundbite, real quick, but you got to clarify it. So I was on Dominique DePrima's radio show out here in California. And I'm still waiting for people to come on my X, y'all. Please share this out. Share this out on X, y'all. We got to get X popping, y'all. Okay. Share this out on X, formerly known as Twitter. So I was on Dominique DePrima's show, and I was talking about how we're not dealing with money, and it's not real money. If anybody open up the notes in your pocket, it's going to say a note. It's not going to say money. Yes, it's something that's current, but it's not money. It's something that's current, but it's not money, but it says Federal Reserve note on it. It says note, not money, note. And this is what I was telling Medib, but he said it can come across from some people that it's a sovereign citizen conversation. Sovereign citizen. Because there are a lot of Moors that is out here talking about I don't have to pay my mortgage, I don't have to pay my rent. There are people who do take advantage of all of this. You never heard Sabir Bey speak like that. So please, for the record again, don't put me in those boxes. I am not part of none of that. There is no, if you want to have a straight conversation on sovereign citizen or sovereign people, we can, because there is no such thing. It's called sovereign citizen. One more time. There is no such thing. It's called sovereign citizen. And in this short presentation, I'm going to show y'all something that's going to blow your freaking mind. Okay. So do not put Sabir Bey in the box of sovereign citizen. You cannot find that in no law dictionary. You cannot find that in a regular dictionary. The only place you will find that type of information is online, on Wikipedia. Let me make this very, very clear. I understand that y'all don't do research. You don't want to do the research. And this is the problem. And that's what happened with people like Dominique DePrima now. So I hope I make myself very, very clear here. Everything I do thorough research. So there is no such thing as called sovereign citizen. It's only sovereign people. Sovereign people is the political body consisting of the entire number of citizens and qualified electors who in their collective capacity possesses the power of sovereignty and exercise them through their chosen representative. Yes. Okay, I want you to take a nap first, okay, Lena? Right? Now, then we're gonna go, okay? So I hope I made myself clear. Sovereign people, not sovereign citizen. If anybody wants to have this conversation on sovereign citizen, you could just make this show based around sovereign citizens, sovereign people. What is the difference, Sabir? Sovereign people is a collective of people. Collective. Okay, not an individual thing. As a collective. Go get any attorney, any politician, any of them, and they will understand this, okay? Sovereign people is in every law dictionary. And again, if you want to have this conversation, I know you got some fanatic Moors and you got fanatic people out here, period. You follow me? So I hope, Brother Medib, I made that very, very clear. And anybody that follows Dominique Dupree, you should ask Dominique Dupree, just bring me on and we can do 2 hours of what is sovereign citizen and what is sovereign people. What's the difference? Okay. And I'll come out of Ballantyne's, Black's Law, Blackstone, Bouvier's, whatever. I'll break it all down for you from the top of the head. So I hope I got that out the way. Okay. Are y'all ready? So I might, like, again, I could do a thesis and send it to a university if y'all like degrees so much and give y'all some facts. Because I'm going to give y'all some degrees right now, or agrees right now. Are you ready to rock and roll with me? But before we start, I definitely have to do this. Before we start, I have to do this. I want everybody on the feed to please excuse my Philly attitude. Okay? Excuse my Philly attitude. So, again, y'all, if y'all have X, please join me on X and please tweet it out 1,000 times. I don't need you cats that don't do research. I need your scholars. I need the so-called black scholars. So share this out to all of them. Okay? Because all they doing is taking your time, B. Taking your time, baby. They're taking your time. That's all they doing. Let's go. Listen up.
Listen to this rhyme. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. Rise, shine. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. I'm up in million people unemployed, and I'm one of them.
Oh, what happened to my joint? Hold up. Hold up. Let's get my thing right. Give me 1 second. Gotta set it up.
Rats and roaches, I had fun with them. Fly things and fine clothes, I had none of them. But when it came to MC rhymes, I had a ton of them. People told me, go get a job. I would run from them. I saw the workforce, and work was no fun for them. No beach, no mountain, and no sun for them. With slave driving bosses, why would I come under them? So at 7 a.m., you wake up from sleep. At 7 a.m., I wake up and take a leak. At 7:05, you got slippers on your feet. At 7:07, I'm going right back to sleep. At 7:15, you thinking about today's meeting. At 7:30 a.m., my friend, I'm still sleeping. At 7:45, your phone starts beeping. Old text messages from yesterday's meeting. 8 a.m., you're leaving, it's freezing. You're feeling unworthy, trying to get to work before 9:30. 9:45, I'm just turning over. 9:45, man, you're looking over your shoulder. Here comes the boss, looking for that folder. And you know what's in the folder, you didn't meet your quota. Now 11 o'clock's up on ya. Your boss says, where's the folder? And you feel like you a goner. Well, you said you gotta make it up. But 11 o'clock, pops KRS just waking up. Linger in the bed to about 11:30. Spit a morning prayer, I hope heaven heard me. Stand up at about 12 o'clock, you on your lunch break. I'm just eating breakfast, vegetarian cupcakes. 1 o'clock, you back at your desk, back at the office, back at the stress, your desk is a mess. It's fine, they taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. Rise up and shine, they taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. Doing your best, but your best ain't enough. You wanna do less, but less makes it rough. It's 101 in the public and private sector. Either way, I'm giving a conference at 4 p.m., a lecture. While I check my other appointments, it's hip-hop as a culture and lifetime employment. See, back in the days, to avoid getting jerked, we was told to go to college in case rap didn't work. Now today, not to be so hurt, you better know how to rap. Your degree don't work, man, you better get the lesson and stop stressing. MCing and DJing a high-paying profession. need to. Don't let them deceive you. You ain't gotta believe me. It's time you believe you. Listen to this rhyme. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. Rise up and shine. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind.
So listen, I'm going to say this again for the new people that's coming on the feed. Do not link me to no sovereign citizen movement. Again, a lot of these Moors, and I said I don't take sides. And if you were one of those Moors that's watching this video, you could jump on the feed too. So all this old UCC, I've been studying this over 20 something years, 25 years. So a lot of this stuff that I hear people say, and this is why Madid was saying, be careful, because people may think you're part of this sovereign movement that say, oh, brother, I'm going to just discharge my house. I'm going to discharge my rent. I'm going to discharge my car. That's some bullshit. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. I know some of these Moors watching probably hurt me. So if you really want to sit with me and find out what I know, I give you the factology. Okay? So do not link me to any of those movements of sovereign people. If you want to have a conversation on sovereign people and sovereign citizen, I will give you the two. I just quoted it for you, and I'm going to quote it one more time from the top of the head. There is no such thing as sovereign citizen. It's called sovereign people. So sovereign people is the political body consisting of the entire number of citizens and qualified electors who in their collective capacity possesses the power of sovereignty and exercise it through their chosen representative. See Scott versus Sanford. That is the case. So again, excuse the Philly attitude. So I do know that a lot of people are spreading so much information on social media and linking Moors to this sovereign movement. Okay, I've been in this thing for a very long time, and I know the majority of them get the information from. Okay, so if you studied history, like my brother told me, you should go get your thesis on the history of the Moors. So if you want to join my classes, I do have classes. You can email me. They're not free, and my time is not free. On this, I give it to you for free. So I just wanted to get that out the way. So keep teaching something. No doubt, but teachers get paid though, Rose. I got to get paid for it, right? So they want me to do everything on here for free. Here, free. Here, give it to them. Give it to them. Give it to them. It's every big. The cheapest thing a person can do is pay attention. None of this is planned, so y'all have to be careful. I'm trying to watch what I'm saying because it is some of these Moors that do lurk my videos and try to see what I'm saying and then do a video, then charge y'all $4,500. So if you want to know about the UCCs, we can talk about it all day long. But that's not what this is, all right? Take it any way you want. It ain't arrogant. I just say, excuse the Philly attitude, B. Just excuse that Philly attitude, okay? So, do anybody know what happened in 1609? Raise your hand. Now, I know y'all going to be scrambling, right? I told you, I'm just going to give y'all this a little bit, all right? 1609. The time between from 1492 to 1609. And then when I show a book, people, please be respectful and say, well, I did get it from Sabir. At least give me that credit. Or why don't y'all reach out to Brother Sabir? His email is right there. So from 1492 to 1609, y'all, 1601, I think it was. In 1609, do anybody know what happened during that time frame? 1609. Put your shoes on, baby. Okay. Come on, y'all. Y'all can jump on the feet. Let's get some of these so-called Moorish historians that keep calling themselves historians, or any of these black historians. Keep talking. Now, a lot of stuff took place. So, 1609, people. What happened? Hurry up, because I don't want to be on here all day long. See, when you're dealing with facts, right, you can't debate the facts. What it is with a lot of these Moors, and again, I'll be very careful. That's why you don't see me getting caught up in none of this crazy stuff with some of these Moors, because the Moors make it seem like the Moors, they were just Muslims or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what they call it, the day of tomorrow. But anyway, there's a lot of misinformation that's floating around on social media. Lot. So I should have put what 1501. So I forgot to put 1501 down there, but give me 1 second, y'all. My bad. So we'll get into it. So the Moors fell in 1492, but in 1501 to 15, there was a decree. Did y'all know that? A decree that was laid down, and they broke the treaty. They broke the motherfucking treaty. And guess who was in the crowd at this particular time with Ferdinand and Isabella? I'm throwing all these things out because I know y'all sitting back probably writing stuff down. I'm gonna repeat exactly what Sabir Bey said, and I'm gonna act like, no, you gotta go to the places. You literally got to go to these places. So some of you Moors that is sitting in the background writing stuff down, trying to figure it out, then go repeat what I said and go to YouTube and trying to find stuff, and on YouTube trying to find stuff, come holler at me. So in 1501, they broke it. So y'all could jump on the feed. In 1501, they broke it. Make something, and people, it doesn't matter if you make it or not. Niggas ain't coming because they don't. You got to do research on it. So you can come to my classes, though. You damn sure can do that one. Come to the classes. You mosey on over to the class, okay? So Medib is going to join me on the class too. Mosey on over to the class. That's all I'm going to say to you. Okay? This is not for the people that don't want it. So keep your mouth quiet and let the real people that want this information either say, yo, holler at him, or I'll come to the class and get more details. So, shh. I told you, excuse my Philly attitude. If you don't like what I'm saying, holler at your boy. You said, you already know, D. Excuse the Philly attitude, brother. You already know. And anybody can jump on a feed. So, around 1501, when the keys, when they was passing the keys over at this particular time, when the Moors fell, right? Guess who was sitting in the audience? It was, where's he at? This guy, Columbus. He was there, right? Hey, Aja. Aja. Huh? You can't do the blocks?
No.
Why? Why am I showing the book?
Yeah.
So people can see it?
No.
Go ahead, get the blocks. Go do the blocks.
I can't.
Okay? He was there. Sid, actually, multitask. Actually, he was with, give me 1 second, these two people, Ferdinand and Isabella. Oh, it's a whole history behind this, B. It's a whole history behind these mugs, and I'm going to show it to you, okay? All right? It's a whole history why you, and if you ask most of your Christians here in the, I'm going to ask, and I want y'all to be honest, you Christians or you Catholics or you Baptists, why are you a Catholic? I'll be asking questions. Nobody wants to come on the feed with me, Brother Don. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, why are you a Christian or a Catholic? Because your parents was and your parents' parents was, but you don't know the history behind that. There's a reason why. Okay? So they broke that treaty. It was a decree. I'm going to explain this to you. Okay? Aja. It was a decree, right? That said either you accept Catholicism or you leave or get killed. Stay, accept Catholicism, get killed. So when you either had to leave, I need y'all to figure it out. I guess the people are Christians because they're Roman. You have, it's deeper than what y'all think it is, Brother D. I'm giving it to you if you pay attention. This is free for you. You can go get some of these pastors on here. So what happened? They were either they was killed. So today, let me show you how they would test people. Give me 1 second. So, yeah, I had to get her. So, what happened? You either had to accept Catholicism, right? Get killed or leave. Leave. So, it was a time frame. And I want y'all to hear me. And if I'm wrong, please correct me. And this is correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm going to show you how they would test Muslims. Are y'all ready? And I'm going to just show y'all some photos after I explain these things to you. So there's a people was called the Moriscos, which actually it was an insult. Moriscos was little Muslims or Moors, whatever y'all want to call it, right? You had to accept that. And how they would actually test you. So you had to practice Islam privately. Why do you think they got cats running around tomorrow? Yeah, Islam was forced on us. No, Catholicism was. And we accepted it. Catholicism was forced on us. Yeah, all of it. That's what I'm saying. Catholicism, Christianity is all the same. Forced on you. So we accepted it. So they said they would practice Islam in private. And the way they tested people, the way they had listen, you got to understand the propaganda, B. The propaganda is so freaking real. And what happened, in order for them to test you, like they test black people, they're going to test if you are sincere or not. Right? To test if you're sincere or not. So what they would do is make you eat during Ramadan, eat pork, facts, in public. So I'm going to show you how they could do it today if they was to test you. You ready? We're going to, if you don't accept this, we're going to fire you from your job. If you don't accept this, nigga will be like, nigga, I ain't going to lose my job. I'm going to accept it. Not a problem. I'm just giving you this. Nobody's putting a knife to your head like they did back then. No one said we're going to blow your brains out like they said back then. This is what was going on at that particular time. If I'm wrong, come on the feed. So nobody's holding a gun to your head, a knife to you, right? That's all they got to do is say, we're going to cut your pension. This is the same way they did to people with the pandemic. We're going to stop your livelihood if you don't take the shot. You don't get it? If I'm wrong, please bring the scholars. Let's go. The same test, right? They test like they was testing the Moriscos to see what they were doing, and to embarrass them, they would put them out and let them eat pork, make them eat pork. Or if you was a Muslim during Ramadan, they would actually have you eating during Ramadan. Y'all don't get it yet. So nothing's changed. Today, they're doing the same thing. They do it a little different. Y'all don't get it? I remember growing up, and if I'm wrong, come on. I remember growing up, and how many people ever heard this before? My mother used to say that. My mother was a Baptist. My father was a Catholic. So when we was growing up, my mom used to say, well, they're not going to hire you with a name with Abdul. They're not going to hire you with a name with Hakeem. Literally. Growing up in Philadelphia, anybody knows what I'm talking about. Y'all know. How many times have you heard of your parents or someone say they're not going to hire you because of your name? This is just the name in and of itself. Just the name. The name. Or they're not going to hire a name like Hakeem. They're not going to hire a name with Abdul or Ibrahim. You have to accept the name that was their name to fit into what's going on. And this is why we're so confused right now, because we truly don't know the history. Again, if I'm wrong, the link is up here. Y'all come on and talk to me for a minute. I know y'all probably enjoy the doomsday. Come on, let's talk. This history is so deep. This history about what happened to us back then and where we at today. Because when we came here, we did have turbans. A lot of us was already here. But we don't even know about Ferdinand and Isabella. That's not really, they're not telling you that they were us, right? So give me 1 second. Let me show you something else. Again, if you really did some research, B, this thing is so freaking real. If I'm wrong about anything I just said, please feel free. Get your scholars and let's talk. Give me 1 second. Let's see what Ferdinand and Isabella was doing. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. You got to go to these museums, people. You have to go to these places, these museums, and you actually see a lot of stuff that is still sitting there in these particular places. 1 second. And I'm I'm very, very clear and not over anyone's head. Please tell me I put this in here. Oh, no, I didn't. Give me 1 second. I might have to. Can't. Thought I did. That's what happens when you have a 5-year-old. You got to stay. You got to multitask. I thought I had it in here, but I got it in the book. So I'll pull out the book for y'all. But thought I put it up here, but I didn't. So I'll just do it this way. Give me 1 second. In here. Right? The attempted assassination, Ferdinand returned. This is actually, and it's another part that talks about sovereignty. Sovereignty. Sovereignty is mentioned in here. Okay? So, give me 1 second. Well, brother, that's that sovereign citizen conversation. No, not really. Damn, I thought I had it in here. Thought I posted it up here. And it speaks about the war fought against the Moors. The war against the Moors. The Spanish, in 1492, the Spanish sovereigns, not Sabir Bey, the Spanish, let me show you closer. Oh, that's that sovereign talk. No, the Spanish sovereigns. Oh, but you don't want to hear that part, that they were the Spanish sovereigns. Really? What do they mean by that? You got to understand the history. And it's so crazy that it's embedded in us already. It's embedded in us. And this is why Frantz Fanon said what he said. The oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses themselves. And that's what's happening with you black people. I'm not even talking about the petrol dollars collapse. Please don't talk about that, because I'm not talking about no petrol. Pay attention, brother. Keep it pushing, okay? I'm not talking about no petrol dollars falling. Long time no see. I'm glad to catch you live. What's up, Ryan? Come on the feed, family. Hit the link. So if you want to know why we are where we at, you got to study 1492, 1501, 1609. You have to study that pattern about what took place at that particular time and why we are Christians and Catholics. So they don't tell you that under the sword, they would kill you, because that's what really happened. So if you are a Christian, you can get all the jobs in the world. If you Catholic, you can get the jobs. If you had a name Johnny Smith, you can get the jobs. But if you come in now, but it's a little different here now, but in certain countries, you can't even wear your hijab. I believe it's France. I believe it. Certain parts of France, I may not mistake, but certain parts. So Islam was forbidding. It was forbidden. Bear with me. Everything I'm saying, y'all can research this. I hope I'm very clear and not over anyone's head. I hope this is very, very clear. So you can bring all your cats that want to talk about Islam and this and that. Slavery always been happening, B. Your great man Mansa Musa would had slaves too. So Muslims were banned from the Americas as early as the 16th century. This is in the Smithsonian. That's not Sabir Bey saying this, but you got to understand Spain again. And look what it says, Spain and England. So just bear with me 1 second, okay? Is everybody all right? Y'all not confused, are you? Because I'm going to explain this also. I'm going to explain how this went down and why we're where we at. Nathan, if it's over your head, let me know, family. Come on the feed. I explain it to you, okay? Come on the feed. Hit the link. Because listen, it's really your black scholars or your professors in these universities. So when I'm speaking, sometimes it can be because I'm not, people be like, yo, brother, you're on a level of a like Ivy League college. So that's what I'm talking to. So All you got to do, and matter of fact, you should join Sabir Bay University. How about that part? But hit the link. I concur everything. Timeline is so mother freaking important, B. I'm going to show you, but I'll go into deeper details on my classes, though, straight up. And we're going to have my brother Medib on there with me. But let's go a little further. Because if you want to, we can speak about the Aztecs too, because it's in here too. You got to understand the connection, people. I'm going to see if I can prove this to you where I'm at. 40 minutes in, I'm going to see if I can make this connection. Okay? So, if you understood the history of what took place of us in the Americas, I went to London, y'all. I was in London too. I went to the old museums that was there. And a lot of history is sitting inside these museums in London. Okay? A lot of these. You go Christopher Columbus again. Governed by the son of Christopher Columbus. Bear with me. I'm gonna see if I can walk y'all through this little bit of history. You got it? Am I doing good so far, people? I mean, if y'all kind of confused, let me know. Am I doing good so far? So, let me put my link up. That's the link right there. Either one of those links, you can hit the link. So, as I do this research, and I'm like, damn, this is crazy, right? What happened? So let's take a trip. Let's go to England real fast. Let me take you to England. Let's go. This is why people get chopped up, because y'all be pulling stuff off of social media. Don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to tell y'all. But let me show you something. I was in London, in this museum in London. These are my photos now. I don't think you can find it, but you may or may not be able to find this. But let me just show y'all something, okay? I said I don't want to pull everything out. I know Medib was going to critique the hell out of what I'm saying. I know he is. If anybody's confused, please get on the feed. But we're not going to make a whole lecture out of this, B. 2 hours. So let's go down and let me see if I can find this piece. Give me 1 second. When I was in London. So in London, in the museum, this was in there. Now remember, it says Spanish, right? This is Europe and the world. This is not something on YouTube, people. Google. Look what it says about the Dutch. And the Dutchman spoken niggas since 1492, and y'all smoking Dutch cigars. You're not smoking Cuban cigar, you're smoking a Dutch cigar. And it talks about the Catholics. This is all actually in the museum in London. This is in London. Right? So you have to visit these places when you go in order for you to put this together. You got to go to the places. What up, bro? You got to go to the places to see this, right? So bear with me. Let me show you another one inside the museum in London. Give me 1 second. And see if it says black or Negro. Bear with me, because they were speaking Spanish, right? In Spain. Negro before, right? Black. Give me 1 second. That's why they said I should do my thesis on this mug. And I am, though. So this is also in the museum. Negro, the slaves, purchase of Negroes. There it is again. So, and then it all the way down here reduces them into slavery. So if you say you're black, people say, well, brother, that's semantics. No, it's not semantics. It's what it is. So black is still relating you to slavery, period. It's like they made it negative. Just like they made barbarian or Berber or barbarian negative. They always have to take a word and make it negative. So they made that negative also. Hope this is making sense. But it talks about the human rights. All this is in the museum in London. That's my photos. And I have a section on the Asian. I have photos from the Asian section, the Islamic section over there. I have photos on all of it and videos while I was inside this particular museum. and they are telling me the history. I'm like, this is insane. But let me take y'all a little further. Let's take you to Seville real fast. Let's go to Seville for a second. How much history that's over there in Seville, Spain? Give me 1 second. It's a history on why these things are happening. This is actually right here, brother. This is the Archives of the Indies. If you go into these particular places, and I guarantee you your bottom dollar, these Moors or these scholars that y'all are talking about never even been in this place before. Trust me when I tell you. The history that's inside this place, and I'm just going to show you a few photos, brother, that's inside this museum. It's insane. It's, if you know the history, be like why we fell and how they could not talk about Islam. You couldn't be a Muslim. You couldn't practice it in public. You had to do it in private. And they test you. And I just told you, they'll test you. You want this job? Let's see. Let's do it. Okay, we got. Okay, I'll do whatever. Or you're going to flee. Like Negroes like to say, people fled. Either you're going to flee or get killed or accept. Accept, get killed, or you want to flee or you want to fight. Bear with me. So this is the archives, right? In Seville. Let me just show you a couple of photos inside this archives. And I'm going to show you the books too. I mean, the boxes had stuff. Some of them had stuff in it. Some of them didn't. Give me 1 second. There it is right there. That's me sitting in the archives in Seville. I was tired in the mother friggin'. Let me tell you something. On this particular day, it was like 105 degrees outside. Okay. He is live now. Check this out. So this is me sitting in the archives in Seville, and it's 105 degrees outside. I'm gonna show you what the temperature was on this particular day. Y'all follow me? I'm gonna show you, and if you look and see how dark I got on this video. So who is walking around out here in 105 degree weather, and we filming and we taking, like, capturing all of this information? This is Seville. Let me just show you the temperature, brother, in Seville at that time. People saying, yeah, brother, that's pseudo, that's fake, that's phony. Nah, B. Let me show you what the temperature. This is the temperature. It was 105 out. 105 in Seville when I was there. That was kind of crazy. 105. So I'm sitting in here and I'm gathering this information. Okay, I'm gathering this, right? So let me show you outside. Let me remember what I told you about 1492, right? Bear with me. Let me show you. And brother Percy, if you want here, jump on the feed, because Percy was out there with us too. Oh, it was no joke. So let me show you what was in Spain. This right here. It's so hot out, but look at that. This is how hot it was, and we walking. That says 1492. Now I guarantee you, you never saw this before. So if you know anything about the history, right? If you know anything about that history of Spain and how that's in Spain, brother. It was 105 degrees out there that day. And it was so crazy. Us trying to get in a cab that day. It was insane. Like, we had luggage. Trying to get in the cab that day. Right? So the crazy part is, as I'm here, we out here like literally gathering this information. But let me show you what's inside the archives, bro. I can't make this up. And I'm going to walk y'all through. That was Seville. So I'm going to walk y'all through just a little bit. And this is what you would get when you join the class. So bear with me. Give me 1 minute. Just a little bit of it. Let me show you what's inside there. Look at this. I'll let y'all marinate on that for a second. Look at that. Looky here. Look in the mirror, y'all. You see me and you see who else? Europeans in here. Looking at this history in the archives of the Indies. And it's a whole plaque on this too. Okay? It's a whole history on that alone. Right? So when I say cite the sources, I mean cite the sources. And if you study that, you'd be like, damn, brother, they did our people dirty, fam. And our people over here in the States is doing us mad dirty too. So let's go forward. You know how somebody try to always critique what you do instead of doing what they do and prove you wrong on what you're doing? So let me show you something. This is also in the archives. You see? Now, somebody would have said I said it wrong before, right? It says Christopher Colon. This is in the archives in Seville, Spain. This is all my photos. Not all of them, but this is round right there. Christopher Colon. So the history is not hidden. It's actually sitting inside these particular places. They're sitting there, right? But what are we going there for? You got it? So Christopher Colon. That's why when you heard me talk to Tommy Davidson and I said Christopher Colon, and people say, well, it wasn't Christopher Colon. No, it's right there, family. Right there. But this type of information is not being taught to us. This information is not actually being taught to our people. Right? So let me go forward. Bear with me. So people argue with you without even doing their own due diligence. But when they go online, they try to find this information online. Okay? This is the problem. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find another one that was inside that museum when I was there. Oh, I didn't post all up there. But let me show you this one, bro. This is called, you can look this up. It's called Casa de Alchemy. Casa de Alchemy, which means the house of alchemy. This is the house of alchemy right there. What up, sis? Peace.
Peace.
How are you? So this is the house of alchemy. And again, I wouldn't even dare share about 300 to 400 photos that I actually took when I was over there. So it ain't gonna happen unless, you know, there's a lecture going on or something. But yeah, that's the house of alchemy, right? So in this particular place, it tells you about paper, how paper was invented in this place. And it's a lot of history that's in there. But if you ever read The Alchemist, you will understand this too. So that's called the house of alchemy. And this is The Alchemist. So what is the alchemy, right? What is alchemy? You make your own changes. Everything you're looking for is already in you. That's what it is. Everything that you're looking for, the changes that you want, it's in you. Like KRS-One was saying in one of his songs, As Tactical. He said, if you don't like what you're reading, you read a different book. If you don't like what you're wearing, you wear something different. So why complain about something when you have everything at your hands? Nobody's holding the knife to your throat anymore. You follow me? Nobody's holding the knife to your throat. So you can do what you need to do right here. And I hear people complaining, oh, brother, they oppressing us. I'm not oppressed. I know who I am. And this is the crazy part about this. And I told people this, sis. I said, if you study the Moriscos, if you studied the history back then, you were forced. Either you had to stay, get killed, or accept Christianity or Catholicism. That's it. So how did they was testing people? So they would test you right now. You're going to leave your $80,000 job? Me, I would like, fuck it, I would. This is how I am, being 100 with you. You know why? Because when you put positive energy out there and you do the work of Allah, he's going to make sure you're all right. He's not going to leave you. And I look at all of these Muslims. I'm going to be 100 with you. I look at the Muslims in Sudan. I was watching something yesterday. I was like, yo, this is crazy. That was crazy. How they still holding on to Islam. I'm looking at the people in Palestine, how they never said, I'm leaving Allah. I'm dead serious. You got to watch these people. Look at what's happening in Sudan. Look at what's happening in Palestine. And they holding on to their Islam. A nigga lose their house and just forget God and ask God, why did you do this to me? Because you're praying to the wrong God. Maybe that's what it is. It's only one God, but you're praying to the wrong one. Right? This is why they said the test. And everybody get tested. It doesn't matter. Hardship is not going to last forever, people. That's all you got to do is make allies and make friends. Make allies. Somebody's going to look out for you. Don't do something and you want something in return. That's not Islam. Let me say this one more time. That's not Islam. If you do, you do. And it's like zakat. Zakat is not something that you want something from somebody. It's an obligation to a person. That's what that is about. So your blessings it may come a totally different way. Totally different. This is what it is. And I hope y'all getting this because this is not complicated. I never heard Palestinians name Allah. Why would they need to? They Muslims, right? Am I lying, sister, brother? Are they Muslims? Why do they need to say Allah when they're Muslims? I just said Allah, whether you're a Christian or not.
People don't understand that in that language that they speak. I seen an interview with a rabbi, a Jewish rabbi. He said, over here, our name for God is Allah.
Allah.
That's the language.
But my whole see how slow we really are. You went and said Allah and what God? Your God, and this is not semantics. It's the government ordinance department. Exactly. Your God is the system. I just told you what is happening. I just told you the test, and Negroes fail tests every time. And the government or the system will actually, right, test you. I told you what it was at the time. I told you. If you're a God, then you don't go buy toilet paper from the white man. Rather, you I am that I am. You don't go buy toilet from the white man. You don't bow down to him because if it's wrong, it's wrong, and you stand up for what is right. That's just what it is. Even some of these Muslims may give up that. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Some of these Muslims, but if you really in the path, right, and believe in Allah, whatever you want to call him, Jehovah, whatever. But I'm talking about Islam at this particular moment and how they did Islam. Either you had to flee, accept Catholicism, or get killed. Which one would you do? Let's be realistic, y'all. Which one would y'all do? And I'm gonna see. It's funny because I'm gonna tell you something. Something's going to come down the pipe. What would you do? I didn't already proved it to y'all with me. I can have anything I want to have. This thing ain't new to me, B.
Hey, you gotta understand. Now you gotta say, who am I talking to? Am I talking to the warrior class of the people, or am I talking to the working class of the people? You get what I'm saying,
brother? You're gonna have to not get your hair cut. That's what the whole history of the roster here is. Y'all niggas done, I gotta get my hairline straightened out, brother. I gotta make sure I got pretty suit on. Nigga, no, all of that's gonna be dead. They're gonna test you, B. Believe you. Listen to me, fam. I'm not perfect, but I'm telling you, the brother from the Nation of Islam told me years ago, they're gonna come at you all kind of ways, Sabir. From women, not impressed, brother. I had women all my life. Money, positions. And this is what is happening with our people. The test is going to come many, many ways. I don't talk about nobody behind their back. If I don't like you, I'm going to let you know. I'm talking to these conscious people. I'm going to let you know why I don't like you. But I don't say that. Even when the person says something about Umar up there, you notice I didn't say anything ill about him. I said, I don't know if this brother's getting paid. My thing is that I will sit with him. And I will sit with anyone that's willing to sit. The problem is they got the problem with me because you can't sway me, or I may say something that you may be upset about. That's just the reality. Okay? It's not about being perfect. I just want you to understand what is going on. Why? Rosters don't get retwist neither, brother. It doesn't matter. I just said roster. You take it any way you want it. Niggas, I told you, niggas are so soundbite like, oh, rosters don't get retweeted too. Some of them do, some of them don't. It is what it is. So, okay, so bear with me. Okay, if you want to talk to me, come on the feed. Keep trying to tell you I'm the wrong person. So if they wanted to cut something off, the water, your bills, whatever, and I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying it's not in me. It's not in me. Okay, so that's how we fail, and we fail just like stuff that's on because men are not men. It's Sunday. Where's all these men at hiding behind social media, typing instead of coming on the feed? So let's move forward. In this particular place right here is the alchemy. So you be the change that you want. Will Smith talked about this too. Let me explain this to you. Shout out to Philadelphia again. Will Smith read The Alchemist, and this is why you can say what you want to say about this brother. I'm watching his actions and I'm watching his body language. Will Smith said, thank you. Rasta is all about the heart. Thank you, family. I appreciate you. It's all about the heart. They didn't get it. I didn't have to go there with them, but they don't understand that. It's all good. I didn't have to explain it to them. It's about the heart, right? They ain't got to explain it to these grown people. They can come on a feed. You would always be in your feelings playing with me. So Will Smith was talking about the alchemy, right? There's a book that I do have. It's called I Am Legend. There's a book called I Am Legend. But if you really read the Alchemist book, and it speaks about the Moors in here, but if you really read the Alchemist, I need y'all to hear me and hear me clear. Everything that you're looking for is already in you. Everything. But if I keep an individual busy, they would never think about it. I got to keep up with the Joneses. I got to keep up with the Joneses. Yes, I would accept. Yeah, my name is Johnny. Not a problem. Johnny Smith. You follow me? They know. All this people, what I'm telling you, is a test. That whole pandemic, that was a test to see how gullible you was. You know why? It was based around this, bro. Oh, y'all think I'm playing? It was based around Edward Bernays is telling you, consent. It was all based around this. All based around this, B. They understand what's going on. And every last one of y'all failed the test. A lot of y'all be failing the test. And just like I said, people will say stuff to you just to see the consistency. Is he consistent on what he's doing? Yeah. I've been watching Sabir for 3 years and he doesn't talk about things he doesn't know. Thank you very much. And that's the crazy part. I don't talk about things I don't know about. And it's weird because they want me to tell them everything on here for free. But you can set it up and share this video out because I can back up everything I'm saying. So when I went to this place right here, Casa de, y'all should be looking these things up to make me out of a liar. Y'all really should. Y'all really should be looking this stuff up. I'm dead serious. In this particular place, it's a lot of history that's in here. Everything that you're looking for is already in you. What we're doing is looking outside of ourselves instead of looking within. Looking within. So if you want to know the history of how the Moors fell or the Muslims fell, you got to go back. You got to go back into the history. So people do theses on this type of stuff, be like I'm doing now, and I'm gonna put it together. So bear with me, and y'all don't need to know when it comes, it's going to come. Okay, so I can do a lecture on this. So you can't tell a person this within. I mean, you can, but at the same time, will people really truly do their research? Would they really do their research? So let's move a little further. Let's go back to Seville real fast. I mean, no, let's go to Granada real fast. Bear with me. Let's go to Granada. I told you about the archives in Seville. Let's go back. Y'all gotta, once you understand how we fell, man, it ain't no joke, big. Trust me what I tell you. It's no joke. But let me show you who they paid to go to the Alhambra. This guy right here, Washington Irving. The only thing that we know about this man right here, and that's the book I'm holding in my hand. This is Washington Irving. He was a man that the government paid to go study the Alhambra or the history of the Moors. Washington Irving. They have Washington Irving schools all over. But y'all probably didn't know they sent him over here because this type of information is not being taught in school. That's not being taught in school. Not at all. That's not being taught. Have you ever heard about him going to the Alhambra? Hold up. Now that book in my hand is a different one, right? This is another one. Tales of the Alhambra. But you know about the Headless Horseman though, right? Yeah. You know about the Headless Horseman, but you know nothing about this. And it's by design why they cannot teach or have history about the Moors or the Muslims. This is why people confused, because majority of your scholars in these universities cannot touch this subject. Is for a reason. Oh my God, man. So
it's by oath too. It ain't just by reason. It's by oath.
But it's the threat, brother. This is the threat. It's a threat. Okay, you can't talk about these things. It's like you cannot talk about it, brother. It's not. It will never be in the curriculum like that. It cannot be in the curriculum. So let me show you how crazy this is. And this is the Alhambra. That's me at the Justice Gate. It's called Justice Gate, and it's a history behind this door. It's a key at the top, and as you see at the top, it's also Arabic, but it's a key at the top. This is Moorish architecture. This is the Justice Gate. So it's a whole history behind this particular door and the big door. Most people don't even know why the doors, what they were giants, brother. No, it's a whole history behind this, bro. Whole history behind the doors, bro. And somebody say, hold up. This is what the conscious people say. Well, they were giant people, brother. They were giant people. No, it wasn't giant people. No. It wasn't giant people. But this is what they tell y'all. It was giant people. No. So that's the great Alhambra. So let me show you how crazy this was. How I would never sleep in. I wouldn't even sleep in this mug now. I'm gonna be real with y'all. If you ever been to the Alhambra, you always know what I'm talking about. There ain't no windows in this motherfucker, bro. There's no windows in the Alhambra. So anything can fly in the windows, bro. Anything can fly in there. So this is another view of me. Actually, yeah, this is another view. I believe that's Karen right there. Yeah, that is Karen on the left, on the right, walking up. So this is inside the Alhambra, right outside of the Alhambra. And up, see the statue? You see the Arabic writing right here? So let me show you something. And it was funny because when I was there, I was talking to Muslims about this, right? And the Muslims knew. It was a group of Muslim women. As I'm talking to them about the Moors and the history, they was like, we know what took place. But in the States, they can't teach you none of this. Not even your professors in the university will teach you this information. They'll make you think the Muslims was just the Moors were just Muslims, or Muslims of religion, and crazy though. Oh no, they had slaves, and this is what they tell you, brother. They had slaves. Everybody had slaves. We all had, like all of our people. Come on, stop it. So let me show you the room. This is Washington Irving's room. They made a room named after him, bro. This is in the Alhambra. Can't make this up. That was his room that he stayed in. Oh, it's a whole lot more to this too. So this is the room, and it was two sisters from down south that was here, and I was giving them the history as I was standing here. That was his room. So let me ask y'all this question: how many of you ever saw this before? Have you ever seen this room before, bro? Or
how would I see the room? I ain't never been to Spain.
I know. That's what I'm saying, because you know how people are. I'm just saying it for you to respond a certain way. Because what people say, well, brother, let me tell you about this. Nah, that is so many rooms inside this place, bro. It's insane. And let me tell you, I'm just give you one. We used to sit on the floor, bro. If you ever been to the Alhambra, if you look at it, we sat on the floor so we can look out. The way you see how windows are raised up now, that's not how we did stuff. The raising of the windows, we set low so we can look directly out the window. Damn, we were scientists, bro. So they took all of this in the books, the medicine books, the history stuff. They kept a lot of that stuff, and a lot of stuff they burnt. Straight up, they burnt a lot of stuff and got rid of a lot of stuff, but certain key things. So why would again, John Henry Clark said this: if a man don't treat you right, he damn sure ain't gonna teach you right. I'm gonna repeat this again. If a man don't treat you right, he damn sure ain't gonna teach you right. Now, I've been on here for 1 hour and 9 minutes. And I need somebody, one of your scholars, to rebut exactly what I'm saying. Please do that. Because this is what I do, bro. This is in Morocco. So I'm sitting with these people. This is a brother in the Atlas Mountains. And we're speaking about the Amazigh or the Imazigh. In this particular photo, Brother Muhammad was he actually was recording. And then Brother Muhammad started taking the photos of me. So we're sitting here, and this particular brother is actually explaining to me the difference between a Berber carpet and an Arab carpet in the history of the Amazigh and the Berbers, like literally. And at this moment, at this particular pivotal moment, right, he jumped up out of his seat. So if y'all not familiar with the Atlas Mountains, that's up in the mountains. You can look it up, people. Atlas Mountains in Morocco. I'm not sitting like having tea or drinking or tossing it up, right? He's asking me, how did I know so much history about Morocco? And I took as a book that was with me, right? I'm gonna show you the book I had with me, bro. Can't make this up. I had this book with me when I went over there. So this book was with me as I was there. This one. And I pulled this book out to him. And he said, oh, yeah. He started talking to me. This is the book I had with me. Right? But even though I have I had this book with me, right? I don't know which one it was. I think it was this one, because this is my beat up version of the version. So it must be this one. I travel with this one, right? But I do have this one. I do have this one. But I didn't take these with me. Right? The only one I took with me was this. So as I'm sitting there with him at this particular moment, he's asking me, how did you know so much about the history? And he asked me why. He said, are you teaching this in the States? And this is what I said. I told him that Black people in the States don't want this information. Maybe some of y'all probably say I'm wrong, but I'm just telling you what I said at the particular moment. And this is his reaction. He jumped up out of his seat. That was the reaction right there at that time, right? He jumped up out of his seat, right? And he said, you mean to tell me out of all this knowledge that you know, right? He said, you mean to tell me all this knowledge that you know, and they don't want this information? I said, no, they don't want it. He said, if I stayed in Morocco or any other country, they would actually make sure you straight. Like we wouldn't want you to leave. And they didn't want me to leave. They did not want me to leave. So I'm sharing with y'all this for a reason. It's not that I'm making these things up. I'm sitting with these people in all of these places. And the only people that don't truly appreciate this information, because it's not white supremacy, it's not begging for reparations, it's none of that. If it was doing that, I'll be paid. But as I'm sitting with these people, like Medib said, you got to sit with these people and find out. And don't say too much. Don't say too much. Even the brother that was actually taking me to the Atlas Mountains, Muhammad, he was like, yo, dude, you are. He wanted to invite me to his house because he wanted to pick my brain the whole night. I said, no, bro, I'm going back to my hotel. You know what I mean? But I want y'all to understand how deep this is and why they don't talk about this. And I understand some Moors are throwing things out here and saying we're indigenous. Yes, we're indigenous to that particular area too. I agree. We are over here in America. That's true. That is so true. But it's so much history that is hidden from our people. Let me show you something else, brother. This is actually, do you know where I'm standing at here, people? Do you know this place? Now, Medib was probably watching this video. He probably know exactly where I'm at. And you know what that is behind me?
Is that an aqueduct?
Yes, it is, brother. Where do you think all this stuff come from? It come from us. Yes. Oh, brother, you got to see you see my GoPro on me, right? So I think I wasn't, and it rained like a mug that day. That whole area, bro, like, and I'm talking to young people when I'm here. And as I'm talking to them, they like, yeah, we know. And they be so shocked that you know this. So I'm gonna let y'all figure out where I'm at. I should turn my Jeopardy music on, huh? It would be a spot that you probably never thought I would be in. I swear to God. I've been in a lot of places that y'all just don't know. Y'all just know Seville, Granada, Cordoba, stuff like that. But when you look at hold up, bro. Let me see if I can pull it out. Give me 1 second, okay, bro? I'm gonna help you out, bro. Let me see if anybody can figure it out first. Hold up. I'll pull this one out. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you. Give me 1 second, all right? Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? So I go to the places, right? Give me 1 second. Y'all don't understand how deep this is in Spain. So let me show you. Give me 1 minute. It is. I don't know if you can see it, but it's Segovia. Who goes there? Here it is. In Spain. So it's in Segovia. And that ride, I forgot, I almost paid like $100 in a cab just to go there. Nobody paid me, but I paid almost, I think it was close to $100 just to get there because I missed my bus. So the cab driver, and when I was going there, brother, I seen so many castles from Madrid to now. You can go online and find the distance from Madrid, which is the center, Madrid to Segovia. That's it right there. That's another version of it. And I have many videos. It's cool as hell there, bro. Oh my God. We invented all these things, B. We did. So when you go here, you'll see all of this, bro. You'll see this. And this is the type of information that we have to empower our people with. This. And when you understand this history, brother, about what went down and what took place with our people, brother, trust me, it will be empowering. But again, I know why the colleges is not going to talk, or the university will not talk about this, because it's by design. This is when you're getting ready to go into there. That's in Segovia. This is me walking in. This is what you will actually see. Why is that there? Why is that there, brother? My dear brother, why is that up there when you're walking in? This is all history. So when you're there, there's many like museums in this particular area. And I was by myself at the time. So I'm not making this stuff up, but you have to go into these archives to find the history. Let's move forward. Let's take you back to Granada. So how many of my Spanish people that's on this feed? Where's my Spanish people at?
Shit, we all Spanish.
Yeah, we are, but I just had to share that with them. Okay. So this is a plaque that's in Seville. First of all, let me move this up. And it actually says Moors in here if you can read it. Right? So give me 1 second. Right? So let me let you see the origins of the settlement. Bear with me. Origins of the settlement. Right? Now, if you see how beat up that is, right? And it'll actually tell you what year, what it was. But I blew it up to go a little closer, but there's other parts in this. So bear with me. You see what it says? Hispanic Muslims. There's another part that I could show. Right? Give me 1 second. Watch this. Somebody say, have you been to Jerusalem? You want to sponsor me to go to Jerusalem? You can sponsor me. I'll go. That's all I need is a sponsor. You can sponsor me. I'll go to Jerusalem and break down Jerusalem. Salam. Jerusalem, founded in peace. Yeah, if he sponsored me, not a problem. I would go.
Hey, Ru, Salam.
I know, but they do that. They just throwing stuff out there just to say my reaction. Oh yeah, you go to Jerusalem? Yes, baby. What time is it? 3:16. We gonna go. Let's take it. Okay. So here it is right here. Hispanic Muslim. So there's another part that's actually out there in Granada. Yo, bro, it's crazy. The history is all there, fam. And see, people like him, that J Boogie, whatever that fake page is, this is what they're doing. That's why they do what they do. It would have more artifacts than Tunis or Morocco. You have no idea what's in Tunis. This is the crazy part. Y'all have no idea the information that's in Tunis. It's a lot of history in Tunisia. A lot. Maybe I'll do a class, a Zoom on that one also. Maybe and bring Medib in on that one too. So I'm almost finished. So yeah, brother, the history is not hidden from us. It's black scholars that are hiding this information from us, bro. Straight up. I only queued up a certain things in here, brother, just to show you that I've been all up and down in these places, bro. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you another one. If I have it in here. Did I queue that one up? So I told you about the oldest university in the world is right here by a Muslim woman named Fatima. This is in Morocco too, people. This is the oldest university in the world. You can look her up. Her name is Fatima Feder. The oldest university in the world. It's not Timbuktu. It's by a Muslim woman. And again, the reason why you're not going to hear about this, brother, is because they have to hide the history of Islam. They have to hide the history of Islam. It's by design. So this is the oldest university. And a Pope went there. Many people studied there. Many people studied it there, okay? That's in Morocco. So you have to understand why they have to hide this and act like it was somebody else. Islam didn't have no night like, yo, brother, it was the black. No, Islam is Islam. And they have to stop the spread of Islam. Not by the sword, people, like they told you. No, it was not. That's a lie. It's a lie. They can take something from you and you'll accept it. So this is El Qarawin. And it's a beautiful place, people. Quiet, but if you would probably never walk inside this particular place because it's inside the Medina. The oldest university in the world. Look it up online. El Qarawin. El Qarawin. And actually stop talking about Jerusalem, brother, because it was called the land of Canaan. It was Canaanites. So El Qarawin. I look it up and actually ask the professors or not, have them come talk to me because I was there. So give me 1 second. What? I'm 22 hour and 22 minutes in. Do your research, B. That's it right there. And all women should know this. The women should know this. This is El Qarawin. Okay. If this is, again, if you want to rebut, I'm going to put my link up here. You just come. I'm not going to be in for 10 hours with you. Got less than 5 minutes. You better come with some receipts. The link is right there. Please, if you think it's Timbuktu, then go get them. Go get the scholars. Okay? But you better excuse my Philly attitude. I keep trying to tell y'all that. So we're going to take a quick break, brother, before I end this show. But anything you want to share, my brother, before I get off here? I ain't getting off yet. Not yet. Because I still have a little bit more I want to share with y'all.
Nah, man, as far as with me, man, I ain't gonna say never, but if I do feel different from you, it's not gonna be based on scholarship. It'll be based on personal experiences versus. So maybe I feel like that's what a lot of people lack. They don't know to distinguish between the difference of opinions.
But that's the problem, brother. Like I said, I don't need people to follow me. I don't need people to follow me or sit up here and talk about, follow me or worship me. I'm not into that, brother. That's what these cats want because they have nothing else. So when you give somebody a mic and a platform, that's how they act. They want you to follow them and praise them and worship them. No, I'm like a KRS-One. I like to come and just F things up, bro.
What you will find though is it's hard if you are doing the studies and you being honest with yourself. It's hard to have a difference of opinion. What you gonna have is individual strengths, but they all on one accord though. You get what I'm saying?
No doubt. So shout out to my hometown, Philadelphia. Salute to West Philadelphia. I'm South Philadelphia, baby, born and raised. But I was there. Share this out, y'all. Hit me on X. Let's go. I ain't going to yet.
Magical mind and magical body. Ancient metaphysician.
One. This is me. This is me, bro. We almost done.
Sit down.
Not done yet.
Yeah. I have a magical mind and magical body. Ancient metaphysician, you better ask somebody. With one handshake, I can tell if your plan's fake. I am to hip hop. What flower is the pancakes? I write rhymes till my hand aches. In the mountains of Colorado, taking in the landscape.
Yeah, come on,
when I'm in the city, I can't wait to live again. In the underground hot springs of the Hopi Indians. So you look around your heart and your mind, you will find I am there. If you're cold and you're broken, this fog in your scope have hope. I am there. Get in tune with me, move with me, move with me, move with me, zoom with me. I am there. I can see where you're at, feeling trapped, can't move, can't act. I was there. And it's quite clear. My hardware was set ahead of most folks by 10 years. The hand of God said it. So on earth I speak prophetic. Publishing papers with no edit. I speak but most don't get it. But the few that do get it in their minds, my words stay embedded. And they blessed if they don't forget it. They'll never need a psychiatrist, a psychic, or a medic. Where we headed? To the ultimate state of freedom. That's where I'll lead them. If you let it, I'll free them. Let's set it for human beings in recreation. Having fun recreating themselves into a nation. Hip hop, its home can never be a station. Sharing a space with R&B, stop faking. Do you know how much money they making off of you and I? Just because hip hop won't unify? So look inside your heart or your mind, you will find every time I am there. If you're cold and you're broken, it's fog and your scope have hope, I am there. Get in tune with me, move with me, groove with me, boom with me, zoom with me, I am there. I can see where you're at, feeling trapped, can't move, can't act. I was there.
Told you, excuse the Philly attitude. I was born and raised on, I was born on Titan Street, Latona Street, actually. I was born as a child, I was born on Latona Street, but I grew up and was raised on 22nd and Catherine, baby. The Deuce all my life. The Deuce, baby. I'm South Philadelphia core, hardcore. So, yeah, for the record, I used to go to the Masjid on 15th Street. Shout out to Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, too. Kenny Gamble's a bad motherfreaker, man. Yup. Kenny Gamble took and built his wife, brother, a mansion in the motherfreaking hood. Kenny Gamble did. Y'all don't know who Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff is. That's our Barry Gordy for y'all that don't understand. With the Jacksons and Phyllis Hymans and the OJs and different people came to Philadelphia, you know. Yeah. So Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff is our Barry Gordy. And this brother, you don't have to believe me, just look him up. We call him Luke. His name is Lukman. Lukman. Aja, over there.
What is that?
Coffee. I'm almost finished. So yeah, he took and built his wife a mansion in the motherfucking hood on 15th Street between Christian and Catholic. Please look it up. So again, people, y'all asked, I gave y'all the opportunity to come on the feed. Y'all, you didn't want to come on the feed, but brother, I am going to close out this in a second, but I do need to take my daughter out. So let me show you just a little bit more. So if you want to get more in depth in this, we can do a lecture. Let's set up this Juneteenth thing. Lectures with the Zoom. If you want to join my Zoom, and let me clear this up for y'all real quick. This is the term for not the word Abib. And I said I'm going to clear this up for people because people keep saying Abib means black slave. No, Abib means the servant of Allah. That's what Abib means. Abib means the servant of Allah. Black, if you want to be a black slave and saying that you're black, then you're black. You're a slave, period. But Abib means the servant of Allah. So the word for brown or dark is Asmar. Do your research. Do your research. This is how you free people's minds. So when you do your research on what I'm saying, you will understand it. So the haters of Islam will always do that. The haters of Islam. Okay? So I keep trying to tell you, I got history in Islam, baby. Y'all just don't know. I don't talk about it like I want to anymore, but if you want to try to test me, try me. Okay? So even Abib is a baby's name. So you're going to tell me I name my baby a slave? No. Let me say this again. If you ever hear this term, Abib, it means the servant or the slave of Allah. The slave of Allah. Okay? Slave of Allah. All right? So I want you to look that word up. ASMAR. And stop letting these black so-called conscious people, and tell them Sabir Bey said it, lie to you. Tell them to reach out to me. I'm not a mystery or secret. You can reach me through email. Most of them have my cell phone number. So I don't run from nobody. Okay? So look up the word and then look up this word, Wabib, which means Arabic word meaning servant or slave. Servant to Allah. Slave of Allah. Stop letting these people lie to you. Okay? So I think I may be done, but again, ignorance is a mug, man. I can go on and on and on with this, but I choose not to. But I am going to get off here. But if you want to reach me, my email is right there, SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com. Give me 1 second. Was that plain, brother? That wasn't, you wasn't confused, were you?
Nah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna punch your email because I wanna whatever class you had, I want to see what I gotta pay to go on and get that. I just had some things going on yesterday, so I couldn't even be.
Yeah, I have old classes too, man. I have some old classes you can actually purchase too, but I do have old classes. But if you have my website, SabirBey.com, one person bought all of them. So if you want to go to SabirBey.com, there's classes on there that you can get, and I can send them to you. But if you want the last class I did, you can get that too. But that's my email right there, SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com. So I don't want. Listen, bro, this is the crazy part. My stalker probably watch. He gonna put on here, that was pseudo, brother. Like he always put that one word up there, pseudo. But I'll be like, come on the feed. I don't understand our people. I give them the floor. I don't understand them. But that's. Oh, you want to see Montezuma before I go? Let me show you Montezuma, bro. Before I go, let's pull up Montezuma real fast. So, do you know the story behind Montezuma? Anybody know the story behind what happened to Montezuma?
Look.
And it's going to happen to these black politicians and these black scholars too. Do you know?
Which one, Montezuma the first or the second?
Right here. Right, this one right here. It's on here. Montezuma, brother. That guy. Hold on, let me show you what it is. Let me show you what book this is. This is my hardback. This is my softback. Now, look, how Spain became a world power, 1492 to 1763. Let me tell you what happened to Montezuma. So he was a brother. Okay? Whole Morisco stuff too. He was stoned by his own people because he took the sides of the Spaniard or the European Spanish people, the Europeans. He was stoned to death. And this is what's going to happen to all these so-called black scholars that y'all watch. When people wake up, brother, and get this information, oh, they're going to be stoned. There you go. Rudy got it. They were stoned, brother. So they're never going to tell you that part, that he was stoned by his own people, nor would they tell you about Pio Pico. So y'all can do all your research on this. This is Pio Pico in LA subway system when I was on the subway. Let's go here. I'm going to show you this also. That's Pio Pico in the subway system, a descendant of African. That's Pio Pico, the first governor of California. This is not online that I pulled this up. This is in the subway system in LA, the first governor of California, descendant of African. Let's move it up a little further so you can see it, okay? There it is. So all of these black scholars that be telling y'all these stories and lie to you and they tell you the whole story, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, to help me God. Yes, my love. Yes. Okay. I'm going to get them. So the ones that's not telling you this, They're the ones that's going to get stoned, brother. So these are a couple of my videos, brother. If y'all want to get these videos, I do have them too. This is 2011. This is before there was a Hidden Colors on the scene. I did this on Noble Drew Ali. So that was before there was anything called Hidden Colors on the scene. For the record. That's when I brought Ali Muhammad to Detroit. And that's Origins of Nationality. Oh, I got so much, B. Don't try to test me. Okay.
So you saying that you can get those digitally?
No, I'm trying to work on that, brother. I'm really trying. You can get the hard copies, but I've been.
So it's like through the mail. So you'll mail them?
Yeah, I'll mail them to you.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Just email me. My email is up there. Again, man, I appreciate. Yes, he was stoned to death. So I can talk about no matter what subject it is, brother. But I want y'all to sit back, relax, and give me 1 second. Hold up. Relax, right? You keep asking me questions in the chat boxes. All you have to do is come on the feed. Ask Tax. So this is KRS-One, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. At the end of this video, y'all can leave a tip. Okay, my Cash App and PayPal is there. You can leave a tip, or you can actually email me. See what's up, okay? I gotta go, brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my sister, for coming on the feed. But sit back and watch this video by KRS-One. Peace. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Gather around, everyone. We got a whole new generation to teach. Word up, word up, word up. Mad Lions all on the track.
Lion.
All on the boards right now.
Make this go viral.
Where you gonna get it like this? Where you gonna get it like this? If you don't like what you're singing, you sing a different hook. If you don't like what you're cooking, you get a different cook. If you don't like what you're wearing, you get a different look. You wanna escape Armageddon? Read a different book. The knowledge is right there. We don't even look. December 2012 got this whole world shook. But look, the last days for others are the first days for us. The question to ask is who can you trust? Respect to all that 2012 stuff. But when you really study it, it's fear. It don't apply to us. Yo, Hollywood lies to us all day. The question is, what does your culture say? Where's your culture at? What's your prophet? What history guides your spiritual logic? It starts with a story, then it's hypnotic. Then any myth that comes along, you just adopt it. And why? Because your culture, you forgot it. December 2012, let's continue this topic. Turn the page. The present world age began 3,114 BC. According to the Mayan calendar, this age concludes December 21st, 2012 AD. This 5,125-year cycle of time is one world age. Nothing changes overnight. It's all a process, a transition. It happens over many days. In the Mayan calculation, a pin is 1 day. The Mayan all, that's 20 days. The tune is 360 days. The cartoon is 7,200 days. The buck tune is 144,000 days. And they applied that to the Milky Way. In the cycles, they saw the sun moving across the Milky Way's equator, lining up with other galactic neighbors. We've been shifting for 30 years, it seems, from 1980 to about 2016. The shift is now, it's occurring now. But if you're learning from the movies, you won't know how to survive or stay alive after the storm. Because after that, a new world order is born. Oh, you don't know, man, about their programs? You still watching Lindsay? You don't see that low hand? Let's go, man, the flood is coming. Don't be scared, get prepared, keep your motor running. Rock with me. Higher level. Higher level. Higher level. Higher level. Higher Higher level. Yep, it's all mass control. Here's the philosophy. Cortez knew about the Aztec prophecy. Before he invaded their society, he studied their cultural psychology. He knew they had armor, guns, and speed, so he arrived in the Aztec year Juan Reed. That's the year Quetzalcoatl was prophesied to return from exile. In fact, Cortez played out the Aztec myth and took away those people's will to resist. Cortez played on religious beliefs and blinded the Aztecs because he was a thief. Look, the Yucatan, that's a Mayan book of cycles. It lets the Mayans know when the gods are gonna strike you. In fact, every 13 cartoons you see, the Mayans are visited with a catastrophe. So every 256 or 7 years, the Mayan people lived with this fear. So on the island of Payasor, now Flores, the Spanish came on with this knowledge. They knew, according to the Mayan heavens, that the next cycle was 1697. So as the Mayans stood there fixed on the heavens, the Spanish showed up with all of their weapons. March 13th, 1697, the Mayan people learned a terrible lesson. Your fears and tears are used against you, because 80% of world control is mental. But back to the Mayans, they're getting some more. 257 years after Tayasor, the U.S.
So 80% of the world control is mental, people. 85% of the world control is mental. So I don't know what just happened. It froze up on me, but I do got to go. I am going to get off this feed. So I thank everybody on Instagram. I'll need to be on here for 10 hours. Just watch the replay. Okay. So watch the replay, share it out on X. If you have X, formerly known as Twitter, just share it out to everybody. My email is up there, brother. So I do have to go. I thank y'all so much. Peace.